K-Toco Sports welcomes you to this broadcast of high school girls basketball, where the Celina Bulldogs will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Hometown Opportunity, the Minster Bank, Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, and the St. Henry Bank. We're looking live here from the Habitat of the Cat here at Jackson Center High School. My name is Brandon Coverman. Glad to be giving you the action here on this Saturday. I know if you might have bought the pay-per-view, you might have thought it was the Lyman Perry Commodores that was playing Jackson Center, but it is the Celina Bulldogs out of the Western Buckeye League. Lyman Perry does not have a team this year, so the Jackson Center Tigers pick up the Celina Bulldogs. Let's take a look first at the Celina Bulldogs for this game. They're under Coach Brett Boucher. This season they're sitting at 2-4, just one win in that Western Buckeye League. That was actually over the St. Mary's Rough Riders this year. Very young squad, only three seniors on this squad, and Carly Smith, Alex Kimmel, and Kate Braun. On the flip side for the Jackson Center Tigers, they fell to 2-3 the other night, lost to Houston in a tight game that you might have caught here on K-Toco Sports. It was a pretty back-and-forth contest there for a while, but ultimately the Houston Wildcats pulled out the victory over the Jackson Center Tigers. Jackson struggled to get some flow going at times in that game, and they're trying to get back on track here today against Celina. So we'll kick it down to public address announcer Kim Metz, and we'll have our starting lineups and tip-off here next on K-Toco Sports.
Is your internet slowing down your family fun? Your work and all the things you need to get done? Say goodbye to buffering, lagging, and endless loading screens. With NK Telco's blazing fast internet and smart Wi-Fi, everyone gets the speed they need. No contracts, no hidden fees, just everyday low prices and fast speeds. NK Telco, keeping your family connected.
We're more than just a bank. Our commitment goes beyond banking transactions. It's about investing in the hearts and hopes of the people we serve. From scholarships that pave the way for bright futures to local initiatives that enrich lives, we stand by you every step of the way. Because when our community thrives, we all prosper. Together, we build a stronger, brighter community.
Back here on K-Toco Sports as we get ready for the starting lineups here tonight. Starting here for Celina, number 4, a junior, Rachel Rammel. Number 14, Elena Verhorn, a sophomore. Number 15, Kenley Holstad, a senior. Number 20, a sophomore, Brindley Corti. And rounding out the lineup, number 23, Alex Kimmel. The head coach of the Celina Bulldogs is Brett Boucher, assisted by Gina Stockler and Dan Dirksen. Now the starting lineup for Jackson Center. Number 20, freshman Tatum Reichert. Number 30, sophomore Hayden Bensman. Number 10, senior Presley Reese. Senior number 14, McKinley Reichert. And rounding out the lineup, number 34, Dee Lichtenberg. The head coach of the Jackson Center Tigers is Tiffany Brown, assisted by Keisha Bird and Peyton Gubo. Let's take a look at our keys to the game here tonight for Celina. They want to get off to a fast start, rebound, limit turnovers. Keys for Jackson, staying out of foul trouble, limiting those turnovers, and getting good looks at the basket. They struggled to knock down shots the other night against the Houston Wildcats. That'll be a key for them here in tonight's contest here today as we take a look at the starters again for both teams. The starters for Celina are Rammel, Verhorn, Holstead, Corti, and Kimmel. While on the Tigers side, you have Reichert, Lichtenberg, Bensman, and Reese. Celina controls the tip here early. And our scoreboard brought to you by, as always, First National Bank. And it's a quick foul on the Tigers. 11 seconds into the contest, Rachel Rammel will go to the line. cans the first one. Each team looking for win number 3 on the campaign of the 2024-2025 season. And she hits it. Rachel Ramel goes a perfect 2 for 2 from the line, and Celina starts out with the lead on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard, and we got a little light pressure in the backcourt. Reese brings up the timeline. Jackson Center looking to avoid a 3-game skid as they've dropped 2 Shelby County Athletic League contests in a row to Russia and Houston. Reichert turns around on the elbow. That's her shot. She's hit it oh so many times, and the Jackson Center Tigers knotted up at 2 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. On the inside, shot up, no good. Rebound down to Lichtenberg. Nice defense by D. Down on the block. Tigers push up ahead. It's Presley Reese. Gives out to Tatum. Reichert a 3. Pops out. Reese gets the long rebound. Gives it out. Moving it over to Bensman. Left side to Presley Reese. Reese trying to rip through. Trying to find a teammate. Gives it up over to McKinley Reichert, who throws it right into the Jackson Center students section. Looks like they're having their best football player impression. Tonight look like, I think they call them shiesties. That's what they call them. And we got some blood on Reese. She's going to have to step out, and a sub's going to have to come in. But, good theme by the Jackson Center boys. They got to call their game last night against Varsity. They always very much get into the themes. Reese does have some blood on her. She should be out. So Audrey Bird will come in the lineup, a junior. And Celina will bring the basketball up. It's Brinley Corti. Corti to the right side. Looking out, kicks it out up over to Kimmel. Kimmel looking to go to the basket. Throws up an errant shot. Reichert clears the boards. Over to Bensman, all over the right side to Bird. Bird being chased, and there's a foul on Celina. That'll go against Rachel Ramel. The team's first. As Reese will quickly come in. And they're going to sub out Hayden Bensman. Reichert out front. Tatum Reichert, that is. Right side over to Presley Reese. Cross court skip pass over to Tatum Reichert. Cross court over to Presley Reese. She's going to fire a 3. It's short. Rebound goes down to Rachel Ramel. Celina works on the inside. They kick it out. Ball up over to Elena Verhorn. Verhorn trying to go on the inside. Verhorn going up. There's a shot. It was tipped by Reichert, and it's going to stay with Celina wearing their road greens. Ball inbounded, caught by Ramel. Goes over to the left side, goes back over to Holstead. Holstead to the basket, and she's fouled. And she'll get a trip to the charity stripe for 2. First shot can there by Holstead. Celina takes the lead at 3-2. We have our first substitution, Brooke Boucher, a junior, in the lineup. And both shots hit there by Holstead, and Celina grabs the lead back at 4-2. Reese trying to go to Tatum Reichert out on the left side. Reichert trying to move the basketball around. Tatum to that left side, back out over to Bird. Left side, Reichert. Back over to McKinley Reichert. McKinley getting harassed in the corner. It's up over to Lichtenberg. Lichtenberg trying to get rid of it, and Celina swipes it away. Celina works it up ahead. Free throw, no good. Or layup, no good. Rebound down to McKinley Reichert. Reichert to the right side to Bird. Left side, Tatum Reichert. Reichert back out over to Bird. Bird driving on the inside. She dribbled it off, and Celina's played her foot. Celina up ahead. Olstead the shot, in and out. Celina goes up again. Their shot no good. Still looking for their first field goal. And it'll be Celina's third trip to the line, as that foul's going to go against Presley Reese. It'll be Presley's first, or no, her second. According to the board here, that's Presley's second foul, and Hayden Bensman's going to come back in after this first free throw is put up there by Alex Kimmel. She misses it, and coming into the lineup is Bensman for Jackson Center, making her first appearance for Celina is Lily Schreffler, a sophomore. Making confirmation with the board there. Reese also getting attended to for getting busted up earlier a little bit. She had foul trouble the other night against Houston as well. She had to sit for various parts of that second half. So free throw no good. Celina gets the offensive rebound though. They've yet to have a field goal yet in this contest. Just driving at the basket. Great defense by Reichert. The shot was no good, but there's the first field goal. A weak side rebound there by Alex Kimmel. She puts it in. It's a 6-2 Celina lead. Reichert with the basketball. Tips it away, gives it back to McKinley. McKinley will be saved at the 10-second count by Coach Tiffany Brown. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside. 4:18 to go here in the opening quarter. Celina 6, Jackson Center 2. Here on your home for Jackson Center Tiger basketball and K-Toka Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Back here on K-Toka Sports, 4:18 to go here in the first quarter. It is 6-2. The Celina Bulldogs up over the Jackson Center Tigers. We got Dogs and Tigers today going at it here, battling here at the Habitat of the Cat. And a nice day here. I'm sure the students here are ready for Christmas break. I'm sure which is coming up for all of them at the end of this week, maybe even sooner. We're glad to have you watching basketball here on K-Toka Sports. Shot no good by Reichert, but Jackson gets the offensive rebound. Tatum gets the basketball, gives it up over to Lichtenberg. Lichtenberg in the corner will get bailed out with a foul. And that foul is going to go against Verhorn. Reichert trying to get it in. It's in over to McKinley. The sister duo that gets to play together, a senior and a freshman. Reichert the basketball, and she's fouled before Hayden Bensman can get that shot off. We're going to have a substitution. Rachel Ramel will come back in, and coming out is Verhorn. Box set here by the Tigers. Trying to get it in. Reichert in the corner. Bird, a long, high-arcing two, and she swishes it and buries it. A deep two by Audrey Bird. And Jackson Center cuts the deficit to 2. On the inside, Celina nearly loses it. They'll take the little 10-footer. It rolls in and out, and the rebound down to the Tigers with a chance to tie or take their first lead of this contest. Tatum Reichert takes the 3. It's no good. Benson will get the long rebound. Back out to Tatum Reichert. Bird with the basketball. Gives it back up over to Bensman. Back to McKinley Reichert to Tatum Reichert on the left wing, and she just lost it. Lost grasp of it. A dead ball turnover there for the Tigers. Go the way back of the Bulldogs. Like I said, it was supposed to be Lima Perry. You might have saw that if you bought the ticket. It looked like it was going to say Lima Perry, but they played Celina because Lima Perry does not have a girls basketball team this year. So fortunately for Jackson Center, they were able to pick up Celina. Boucher on the inside. Her shot's no good. Lichtenberg will punch that away, though. Substitution in. Brindley Corti back in the lineup. And get it in backcourt over to Ramel. Three-pointer from the corner is swished there by Brooke Boucher. And Celina extends the lead back out to 5, and they are pressing full court here. Cross-court pass to McKinley Reichert. Tries to give it up to Bird. Bird, full head of steam to the basket. In and out on the layup. Tough break for the Tigers there. They were able to break the press. They just not get the home bounce there. Corti to the basket. Her shot's no good. And it'll go the way of Jackson Center. Pair of substitutions coming in for the Celina Bulldogs. It'll be Holstead and Kimmel coming in. Tigers trying to break this press. Trying to look to go to the middle there, and there's a foul in backcourt on Ramel. It'll be the 14th foul. It'll be her second foul. For Ramel is coming in off the bench is Schreffler. You want to get that ball to the middle if you're trying to break that press like the Tigers are. You want to avoid those sidelines because Celina's going to use that sideline like a 6th defender in that press. They'll clear it out. And let Reichert bring it up. Bird with the basketball. Bird gives it back up over to Lichtenberg. Back up over to Reichert. Back up over to Bird. Bird trying to find a lane to the bucket. Bird trying to swing it around. Bensman was able to save it from going out of bounds. Back up over to Reichert. A scramble here by Jackson Center, and they're going to turn it over. Presley Reese on the bench with those 2 fouls right now. As Coach Brett Boucher calling out a set here. Had a chance to talk to him before the game with his team and trying to keep the momentum rolling. And there's an offensive foul. Good call by the official. He just ran into McKinley Reichert off the play there. That was against Alex Kimmel, the guilty party. Just kind of bopped McKinley in the nose. I think it wasn't intentional, but the right call by the sideline official for this veteran group here today. Bird gets the pass. Back up over to Bensman. And Celina gets the turnover. Trying to run it up ahead. Here's Holstad to the basket. Shot up and in for Kenley Holstad. and she'll have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play as the Bulldogs lead by 7 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And Holstad converts on the three-point play, 12-4 Celina with nearly a minute to go here till halftime. Reichert gives it back up to her sister Tatum. Kick it over to McKinley. McKinley crosses the timeline, back over to Tatum. Tigers need something here. Give it up over to Bird. Bird gonna fire a three, that's too much. And it'll be rebounded there by Boucher. And ball stolen. Tatum Reichert up ahead. Reichert stops, kicks it to McKinley, who will fire a three. Off the mark, no good. It was a good look at the rim, just not able to fall for the Tigers. Celina probably going to try to hold here for the last shot. Work it over to the right side. A little pitch and catch here. Boucher with it. Gets a screen going into the lane with a couple seconds left. Kicks it out. Three-pointer at the top of the key is buried there just right before the horn by Lily Streppler. And a strong close in the first quarter by Celina. They lead 15-4 over Jackson Center. We'll step aside and come back with the second quarter of action here next on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Back here on NK Telco Sports, we played a quarter. It is 15-4 Celina. And a dominant close for the Bulldogs here to end the first quarter. As Presley Reese back on the floor with those two fouls. She sat really during that run that Celina made toward the end of the first quarter. Reese from three. Tigers need something to fall. And the cold shooting from the perimeter continues. And a foul. It's going to be a block foul on Hayden Bensman. Celina comes out of that WBL. A team typically that Jackson Center does not see much. If they maybe go the WBL route, you probably see them play Wapak. Even on the boys or girls side, but the WBL, of course, Wapak, St. Mary, Celina, Defiance. Lima Bath is a really good team that is in that league. Kenton as well, Van Wert. So WBL facing the Shelby County Athletic League. Nice step back by the freshman Tatum Reichert. And that ends the cold spell for the Tigers as they've cut the deficit to 9 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Tigers get a turnover here. Maybe get a little momentum here. Nice feed from Reichert to Bensman, but the shot just fell out. Oh, it was a great feed by the freshman to the sophomore, but just too much on it. A tough break for Jackson Center, not getting any home rolls here this afternoon. Line on the inside, a nice block by Reichert. Tigers coming out swinging these first 90 seconds of the second quarter. Reese gets the basketball up ahead, drives on the inside, back out to Hayden Bensman. Trying to get that three, it falls short. Reichert keeps it alive. Her sister Tatum is going to fire up a three. That's no good. And we got a timeout by Coach Brett Boucher. It's a 30-second timeout. We'd like to thank our sponsors here because we would not be able to bring this contest and all Jackson Center contests for you here on NK Telco Sports without those sponsors here this year. They are First National Bank, Hometown Opportunity, the Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, the St. Henry Bank. Again, we are covering all Jackson Center games. I believe the next Jackson Center game is next Friday. The boys take on Botkins. I'll be on the call for that game with Craig Louth as well, so that'll be a very good contest here at Jackson Center against those two schools here on Friday night. And it should be a good one as we are getting ready for the holiday season coming up here, but a 15-6 lead here for the Tigers. Or sorry, for the Bulldogs coming out of the break here. Celina with the basketball. Entering in the lineup is number 24, Miley Walters, making her first appearance. So we got a tie up here, and ball going to stay with Celina. Trying to get the basketball in. And they're going to turn it over. They stepped on the sideline. Oh, it was an inadvertent whistle by the... I didn't think she was quite out from my view up here because I actually have this bird's eye view from the crow's nest, as you might be able to see, but she was just barely in. She was just barely in. It was an inadvertent whistle by the official. So technically that's the right call on an inadvertent whistle. I don't think she was quite out. Shot up, no good. Rebound down to Reichert. Reichert over to Bensman. Bensman will swing it out to the wing to Tatum Reichert. Presley Reese with the basketball. Back over to Hayden Bensman. Bensman going to drive, rip through, give it over to Reichert. Reichert to the basket, and she's fouled. And Tatum Reichert will get a pair of free throws. Tatum cans the first free throw, and coming into the lineup now for Celina is Brinley Quarty. And Reichert hits his second free throw. Three-pointer from the outside, no good. Reese pulls down the rebound. Reese to the left side to Reichert to Bensman. Bensman back to Reichert. Reichert trying to slither on the inside. Her shot's no good. Lichtenberg trying to pull it down, and it's going to stay with the Tigers. Good hustle by D. Lichtenberg to keep it alive. As Bensman gets the basketball back over to Reese, 15-8 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Celina ahead of Jackson Center. My name is Brandon Coverman. Glad you can join us here on this Saturday. Ball in the middle to Bensman. Shot is no good. Good straight-up defense by the Bulldogs as they keep it alive here on the offensive end. Shot fake to the basket. Wild shot put up. Celina gets the rebound. And there's a walk out front, and the basketball will go back to Jackson Center. Reese gives the basketball up, back over to Reichert. Reichert cross court to Bensman. Back over to Reese, back to Reichert. Reichert in the corner. Tried to give it to Hayden Bensman, but there's a foul on Celina. Give it in McKinley. McKinley squares up. Nice textbook shot by the veteran, McKinley Reichert. And Jackson Center has cut the deficit to 15-10 as Celina is scoreless here this second quarter. It's 15-4 to start the quarter, so a 6-0 advantage for the Tigers this second quarter. Bensman trying to tip it out front. It's controlled by Holstead. And we got a timeout by Coach Brett Boucher. We'll take it with him. 3:26 to go here in the first half. Jackson Center ahead of Celina, 15-10 on your home for Jackson Center Tiger basketball. K-Toco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our four-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Back here on NK Telco, it is a 15-10 lead for the Celina Bulldogs over Jackson Center, but Jackson Center defense is locked down this second quarter. And they have held Celina scoreless until that moment there where there's a three-pointer. Let's see if the three's going to count, though. I assume they're going to count the basket. It was a foul against Celina. That three-pointer will count. And they say the basket's good. They're going to confirm the basket is good. The foul must have happened during the box out. So Brinley Corti sank that three, I believe. Yeah, ball stolen there by Celina. Celina driving baseline, but they stepped on it. So they'll turn it back over. With 3 minutes to go until halftime. Jackson Center trying to get back in this game here. Dug themselves an 11-point hole, but have locked down defensively so far this second quarter. Reese to Tatum Reichert across the timeline. Tatum spins around to the left side of McKinley. McKinley over to Presley. Presley, the three-pointer from the wing. It's off, no good. Rebound down to Reichert. Bensman at the top of the key. Bensman to the basket. Her shot no good. Lichtenberg trying to roll it off. It pinballs around, and it's going to stay with the Tigers. Yeah, we got a player going to come out. It's going to be Corti. And it's coming in will be Kate Braun. One the Bensman back to Reese. Back over Preston Reese on the inside. And she's going to throw it away into the Jackson Center student section there. Jackson trying to snap the two-game skid that they're on right now over a non-conference WBL opponent. Three-pointer from the left wing. Gets a friendly bounce. And that three is nailed by Rachel Rammel. So a couple three-pointers to fall now for Jackson Center. And we're now dead even in the scoring column this quarter. At 21-10 now, a lead for Celina over Jackson. But scoring this quarter, it's 6 and 6 each. Reichert's got it on the Tiger logo. 90 seconds to the break here on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Bensman, foul line extended, drive to the basket, gets a nice roll, but it's going to fall out, and Hayden Bensman has been snake bitten by a couple shots here tonight. Reese, foul line extended, offensive board Reichert, and she'll go to the line, but Hayden Bensman has had two really good looks at the basket that for her has not fallen. McKinley Reichert will go to the line. She cans the first one. And back into the lineup is Brooke Boucher. Reichert, second free throw is good. So 6 points now for McKinley. Ball on the inside. Hayden Bensman going to break it up, and it's going to stay Celina basketball. That ball picked off by Lichtenberg. Lichtenberg trying to look up ahead to Presley Reese. Reese trying to battle Celina defender to the bucket, and she got it up and in. Presley Reese cracks the scoring column after a nice steal by D. Lichtenberg, and Jackson's cut their deficit to 7. Jackson winning this quarter, but still trails by 7. Braun has got it. Braun spins to the basket, throws up a shot, no good, and a big chance for Jackson to possibly cut the deficit to 2 possessions before the halftime break. 26 seconds to go to be exact. Reichert, left wing all alone, and she throws up an air ball. Uncontested. Thought maybe the Tigers would have been a little more patient, but I guess when you get that open wing look with your best player, you got to take it. It just didn't capitalize for the Tigers there. Subbing into the lineup will be Rachel Rammel. Chance for Celina to extend the lead right before half. 11 seconds to go. Battling out front, it's Boucher versus Bensman. They'll give it up over to Rammel. Rammel trying to dance with Lichtenberg. Left wing three, and it's off the front of the iron, and they'll let it go at just 4:10 of the second. So Jackson won't be able to really get a good look off this, but just head to the halftime break here. Reese going to try to chuck it. And we head to the halftime break. 21-14. Celina over Jackson Center. We'll step aside, come back with our first half stats and recap, then bring you the second half of action here next on NK Telco Sports.
We're more than just a bank. Our commitment goes beyond banking transactions. It's about investing in the hearts and hopes of the people we serve. From scholarships that pave the way for bright futures to local initiatives that enrich lives, we stand by you every step of the way. Because when our community thrives, we all prosper. Together, we build a stronger, brighter community.
Is your internet slowing down your family fun? Your work and all the things you need to get done? Say goodbye to buffering, lagging, and endless loading screens. With NK Telco's blazing fast internet and smart Wi-Fi, everyone gets the speed they need. No contracts, no hidden fees, just everyday low prices and fast speeds. NK Telco, keeping your family connected.
back here on NK Telco Sports Scene, getting ready to start the second half of action here between the Celina Bulldogs and the Jackson Center Tigers. After 16 minutes of play, the Celina Bulldogs hold on to a 21-14 lead. Let's take a look at our box score here in this first half. First, taking a look for Celina, they got 5 from Rachel Ramel, 5 from Kennedy Holstad, 3 from Brindley Corti, 2 from Alex Kimmel, 3 from Brooke Boucher, and 3 from Lily Schreffler. For Jackson Center, they got 6 from McKinley Reichert, 2 from Audrey Bird, 4 from Tatum Reichert, and 2 from Presley Reese. After 1 quarter of action, the lead for Celina was a 15-4 lead, and now after 16 minutes of play, it's 21-14 here, and Presley Reese gets the basketball. She sat toward the end of that first quarter where she had 2 fouls. Celina going to stay in that zone defense. They've been in all game, and really that's what Houston's seen the last couple games. 3 of their last 4 games, they've seen a lot of zone. They haven't seen much man-to-man, and Presley Reese gets through that zone and scores. Big bucket for the senior. Hopefully sets the tone here this second half for the Tigers. On the inside, and a big quick response there by Celina. And they get a nice quick bucket there to stretch the lead right back out. That was by Rachel Ramel. She's got 7 now. It's a game high right now. Tatum Reichert with the basketball. Back over to Bensman. Hayden trying to look for someone. Gets up over to Reichert. Foul line elbow jumper. No good. Ball on the floor. Jackson Center able to keep it alive. Reese to the left side. Reese back to Bensman. Over to Reichert. Back over to Bensman. Bensman trying to avoid slipping, gets it to Reese. She's going to fire it deep, too. Off the mark, no good. Reese gets her own rebound, though, slithering, trying to get to the basket. Her shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Celina. There's a foul on backcourt. That's going to be probably on D. Lichtenberg. It'll be teams first with 6:08 to go here in the third quarter. Ramel trying to go to the basket and should be fouled by Hayden Bensman. Just kind of isolated that left side for Ramel and let her kind of go at it one-on-one with Bensman, and the foul will result in 2 free throws. Ramel's first free throw falls out. Ramel, second free throw. Nothing but net there. Ramel now up to 8 points. Tigers working it around. Lichtenberg with the basketball. Gives it up on the inside, McKinley Reichert. Back out over to Tatum in the corner to Hayden Bensman. Bensman to Reichert. Gives it back to Lichtenberg. Lichtenberg trying to motion to Presley Reese to cut. It over to Reese. Reese in the middle of the lane. Shot is up and in. All 4 Jackson Center points are courtesy of Presley Reese this second half. She's got 6 now, tied with McKinley Reichert for Tiger High right now. And a 6-point lead now for Celina. And Jackson Center able to force a turnover. McKinley Reichert tried to throw it up ahead, but Presley Reese was not looking. A rare moment for those two to be off from each other and off the page, and a bank shot no good on the inside, but we got a jump ball Arrow will favor the girls in green. Ball on the inside, and a well-executed out-of-bounds play there by the Bulldogs, and Alex Kimmel will get the bucket there. She's got 4 now. As Celina increases the lead back out to 8. Jackson Center's been able to get it back within 6, but no closer than that. That's really early going as Lichtenberg has it on the left side. 4.5 to go till the end of the third as it's tipped out. I'll stay with Jackson Center. Coming back in the lineup is Lily Schreffler. Reichert in the corner, off the mark, no good. Reese with the rebound. Reichert back out to Reese to Bensman. Reichert tried to get that patented turnaround jumper, but hits to the basket anyway for a nice, tough basket as we're halfway through the third quarter, and Jackson Center's cut the lead back down to 6. Turnaround in the lane by Bouchers, no good. Presley Reese clears the boards, and an opportunity for Jackson Center to cut the lead even more. Third-year coach Tiffany Brown trying to get her team their win here. A win here after 2 consecutive losses. Step back by Reichert, no good. Going to the basket, shot no good. Good defense by McKinley Reichert there. And she gets the basketball back. She's getting harassed out front. And Coach Tiffany Brown going to get a timeout. McKinley Reichert got mugged there out front. Nothing called for her, but we're going to go to break here. 26-20 here. Celina over Jackson Center here on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Back here on NK Telco Sports, 3:10 to go in the third quarter. It is 26-20 here. 26-20 here, Celina over Jackson Center. As the Tigers inbounding the basketball here, and well, they're with their normal starting 5 as Reese gives it up over to Audrey Bird. Actually, excuse me, not the normal starting 5 because Bird's in the lineup. Tatum Reichert getting a breather right now. Lichtenberg with the basketball, trying to give it over to Audrey Bird, who throws up the shot. Off balance, no good. McKinley Reichert skies in for the rebound. Count it, and 1 for McKinley Reichert. McKinley trying to will her team back into this contest as they trail by as much as 11. And Reichert cans the free throw. She's in double figures now with 11. As Jackson Center has now cut what was 11-point deficit down to 3. Bulldogs trying to work it around on the inside. Boucher shot is up and in. Count it for Brooke Boucher. Just a little scoop shot in the lane through the contact, and she got it to fall. Some of those lucky bounces that haven't gone Jackson Center's way have gone the way of the Celina Bulldogs here. Tatum Reichert returns for Celina. And number 23, Alex Kimmel, back in for Celina. Just up and in there by Boucher as Rachel Rammel returns. Celina going to put back on the pressure here. A little light pressure in backcourt as Reese brings it up. Gets it over to Bensman. Tries to give it to Reichert there, but it's taken away by Celina. Here comes Rammel. Rammel to the left side. Rammel looking for someone to give it to. Kicking it around, ball's on the floor. It's back controlled again by the Bulldogs. Shot up in the lane is good. So a quick now 5-0 run as that shot was made by Lily Schreffler there, and Jackson was able to get it back within 3, but 5 points rattled off quickly by Celina to expand the lead back out to 8. Riker in the lane, might have got away with an extra step, but she scores anyway. Now the offense is flowing here. There's another three-pointer there. That one nailed by Rachel Rammel. Ever since Jackson Center cut that lead to 3, the Celina offense has really got going this quarter. Bensman on the inside. Scoop shot, no good. Riker trying to get the basketball. And it's going to stay with the Tigers here. Pair of substitutions coming in. Miley Walters coming in, along with Holstad, Kenley Holstad, that is, for Celina for Coach Brett Boucher. Ball in the corner, up over to Hayden Bensman. Bensman trying to drive baseline. Back up over to McKinley Reichert. Bensman nearly dragged that pivot foot. Give it up over to Presley Reese. 33 seconds to go on that First National Bank. First scoreboard in the third quarter. Bensman gets up over to Reese. And the Tigers turn it over. Celina trying to keep it alive in backcourt. 10 seconds to go. Here comes Holstad. Holstad picks up her dribble. Back over to Rammel. Rammel's got to get something off here. 2 seconds. She takes a shot at the horn. No good. And Riker not able to get a shot off. We head to the fourth quarter. The Celina Bulldogs lead the Jackson Center Tigers 34-25. We'll be back after word from our sponsors here on NK Togo Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times are most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
Back here on NK Toko Sports as we begin the final 8 minutes of regulation here. Brandon Coverman giving you the action here on NK Toko Sports. 34-25, Celina with the advantage over Jackson Center as Reichert goes to the basket through the contact, no good. Gets her own rebound, but it's swiped away by Rachel Rammel. Rammel trying to push it up ahead. Rammel to the sideline. Rammel back out. Gets the basketball up. Rammel trying to drive inside, throws up the shot and is rebounded by D. Lichtenberg. Jackson Center was able to cut the deficit to 3 in the second quarter. Or sorry, in the third quarter, I should say, as Presley Reese fires 3, it's in and out. And we got a foul underneath. That's going to go against Miley Walters, who fouled McKinley Reichert to the ground. On the sideline, and Reichert puts it in. A baker's dozen for Reichert now, 13 points. As we got a travel here, and we got some momentum going for the Tigers. I said they trailed by as much as 11. We're able to cut the deficit to 3 in the third quarter. But Celina hit a couple shots, went on a little offensive spurt there. He's able to stretch that lead back out to 9, but now a 7-point advantage for Celina with 7 minutes left. Bensman all alone under the basket. Now they've cut that deficit to 5. Hayden Bensman with her first bucket of the game after she has been snake bitten by some shots down low. She was due to have one to fall here. 34-29 on that First National Bank first scoreboard. And now Celina throws it away. Pair of substitutions coming in now for Celina. And it's going to be Elena Vihorn and number 33, Kate Braun. Bensman trying to give it to Tatum Reichert, but that ball's going to bang right into the scores table. Back over to Holstad. Holstad kicks it out to Kate Braun. Braun trying to drive on the inside. Out deep 2, shot no good, and it's going to go out on Celina. Celina's going to reapply the pressure here. Jackson trying to get it back within a possession. We got a kick on the sideline. Reichert gives it back up over to Presley Reese. Back to McKinley Reichert. In the middle of the Tatum Reichert. They break that press beautifully. Bensman shot is good. Hayden Bensman with 2 big buckets gets Jackson Center back within 3. Holstad out in the key. Kicks it out. 3-pointer. No good. And the Tigers have a chance to tie this if they can hit a 3 on this possession. And we got a full timeout by Coach Tiffany Brown. We'll take it with them. 5:23 to go. Celina holding on to a 3-point margin. We got a good one going here on NK Telco Sports.
We're more than just a bank. Our commitment goes beyond banking transactions. It's about investing in the hearts and hopes of the people we serve. From scholarships that pave the way for bright futures to local initiatives that enrich lives, we stand by you every step of the way. Because when our community thrives, we all prosper. Together, we build a stronger, brighter community. Back here on NK Telco Sports. And
is 34-31, Celina over Jackson Center, and there's a push shot in the lane by Rachel Ramel. Great call by the official, as Hayden Bensman has been a warrior this fourth quarter for the Jackson Center Tigers. A couple big shots and taking that charge on defense here. Gives the Tigers the ball back. Exactly at 5 minutes to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard, and now a turnover as the Tigers return the favor back to Celina. Bulldogs got it out front. They give it over to Ramel. Ramel on the inside, and they're going to call another offensive foul on Ramel. So Hayden Bensman, what a fourth quarter for her. Like I said, she's been snake bitten with a couple shots that should have went in that just didn't get a fair roll her way, and now she's taken 2 charges of hit, 2 buckets this fourth quarter, and has helped propel the Tigers back into this game along with their various cast of characters. Reichert for the 3 in the tie, off the front of the iron, no good. Bulldogs working it up ahead. Boucher out on the call of the Tiger logo here. Gets it up. Trying to drive baseline, and she got away with the travel, but it doesn't matter. Tigers take it away. Tatum Reichert up ahead of the pack, and they score. Tatum Reichert's cut the lead now to 1. And what was once an 11-point deficit is now down to 1. Jackson trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. Kate Braun from the left wing, no good, and the Tigers have the chance to take the lead. Presley Reese to the basket, off balance, no good. Rebound goes down to the Bulldogs. And we got a timeout. It's a timeout by Coach Jeff Braun. Oh, sorry, not Jeff Braun, sorry. Brett Boucher, excuse me. I was looking at Kate Braun, thinking on Braun in the back of my head. I apologize for that. But let's take a look at our sponsors here today. Let's thank those sponsors: First National Bank, Hometown Opportunity, the Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, and the St. Henry Bank. As we like to thank those sponsors, please patronize them if you can, as we would not be able to have this broadcast for you today here in at Jackson Center. We're also covering all Bakken's home games this year, along with various events here in NK Telco. Always love coming up here to the habitat of the Cat to cover the games up here today, and it's been a good one, 34-33. As we have had an 11-point lead at one point for Celina, and it's been cut down to 1 now. Again, thanks for joining us here on this Saturday afternoon as we're approaching the Christmas holiday, as you might be doing your shopping or listening here on our replay channel on YouTube or nktelco.com. Original starting 5 out for Jackson Center, as Celina's going to have the basketball under their own basket here. Holstad, guarded by Reichert. Lost her dribble, and they're going to call a foul on Reichert. That'll be the first team foul on Jackson Center. Celina's got 3 of them. Holstad in the corner. They're trying to run Ramel off a screen there. Nice job by Bensman, again, to avoid Ramel from getting open. Hayden Bensman has played very well this fourth quarter for Coach Tiffany Brown. And now Presley Reese swipes the ball away. Reese in the forecourt, going to the basket, and she is going to be called for the charge. Oh, man, I don't know about that one. I'm I have to disagree with that one. I think she was out of position. Thought Presley should have been going to the line, but she's not. Brindley Corti comes back in for Celina. Tough blow for the Tigers. That's Presley's third foul. She picked up, or sorry, her fourth foul, I should say. So that comes into play now for the Tigers as well. Lichtenberg trying to get a hand on the basketball. Celina working it around. Gives it to Corti. 2:40 to go here. 1 point lead. Reese has got to be careful on the defensive end with those 4 fouls now. Ball's in the corner. Boucher going to take the 3, and she drills it. 2-possession lead now for Celina as we got a full timeout by Coach Brett Boucher. We'll take it with them. Celina ahead 37-33 over Jackson Center here on NK Choco Sports.
Is your internet slowing down your family fun? Your work and all the things you need to get done? Say goodbye to buffering, lagging, and endless loading screens. With NK Telco's blazing fast internet and smart Wi-Fi, everyone gets the speed they need. No contracts, no hidden fees, just everyday low prices and fast speeds. NK Telco, keeping your family connected.
Back here on NK Telco Sports as the Celina Bulldogs lead 37-33. Jackson was able to cut it to a point. Looked like they were going to have some free throws to tie it, but an unfortunate break against Jackson Center where they got called for a charge call, and then Celina comes down and buries a 3. Has now made it a 37-33 Celina lead with 2:25 to go, but the Tigers still with the chance to get back in this ball game. Reese drives baseline, straddles it, gives it up over to Bensman. Back to Tatum Reichert to McKinley Reichert. They work it around the arc. Tatum gives it up over to Presley. Presley back up over to Tatum. Tatum in the corner to Hayden. Reichert trying to go in the lane. Kicks it out, and it's tipped off. It's going to stay. And it's going to stay Jackson Center basketball. Ball worked in, it's Lichtenberg. Gives it up to Reichert, and she scores. I thought Lichtenberg would have a lane just to go to the basket, but in a nice play by D to see a streaking McKinley Reichert to the basket. And Celina tries to get it right back. Shot's no good as Presley Reese grabs the rebound. Another chance for them to tie here. 2 fouls on Jackson, 3 on Celina. Bensman back up over to McKinley Reichert. McKinley for the tie. She got it! With a minute 28, Jackson Center has come back down from double digits to nod this game up. To the basket. Corti gets that right back though, and Celina grabs the lead as it's a brief tie there. Presley Reese up ahead. Reese over to Reichert, back to McKinley. 1 minute to go. And we got a timeout here by Coach Tiffany Brown. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 37-39. Celina with the lead over Jackson Center here on NK Choco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Back here on NK Telco Sports, it's been a good one. We got exactly 60 seconds to go, and Celina leads 39-37 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Jackson Center with the basketball. They briefly tied the game before Brindley Corti hit a shot. McKinley Reichert to the basket, and she is going to be fouled away from the basket. That'll be the third team foul on Celina. I'm sorry, that's their fourth team foul, I should say. So now the Tigers will shoot free throws the rest of this contest. On a defensive foul, not controlled in backcourt there, but Reese loses it. Now Reese swipes it right back, and she gets it tipped out. That should be Jackson Center basketball. That's a tough break for Coach Tiffany Brown's squad, but now they got to think about fouling. And now we've got a screen away from the ball, an illegal screen maybe. An offensive foul. And the ball's going to go right back to Jackson Center. This has been a wild game, as that's the fifth foul today for Alex Kimmel. And she's done for today. She has 4 points on the contest. So now a chance for Jackson Center to tie. 41 seconds, 39-37 our score. Celina ahead by 2. Reichert, left wing, stops in the lane. Gives it up to Hayden Bensman. Bensman back to Reese. Reichert goes behind the back to the basket. Slithers through the lane and scores! McKinley Reichert nods it back up. And Celina turns the ball right back over into the hallway. And Jackson Center, who has been trailing all game, basically. It's not led since, I don't know if they've even led maybe early in the first quarter. Now has a chance to win this contest. Reichert with the basketball. Reichert up ahead, and we got a timeout by Coach Tiffany Brown. What a game. It's an 11-point advantage. It was a 9-point lead early in this fourth quarter for Celina, but we have 13.2 seconds left. And it's the situation that we got here. We'll see who gets this shot. I would assume it'd probably be McKinley Reichert or Presley Reese going to be the one taking it here. But we have had a great game here tonight, 39-39. Celina does not have any fouls to give. They got to play straight up defense here. As we're glad you could join us here on NK Telco Sports. My name's Brandon Coverman, giving you the action here today. I assume Jackson Center is going to go maybe about 6 seconds. As they're playing, the heat is on, and the heat is on right now. It has been a great contest here today between the Bulldogs and the Tigers. As each team going to come out of its timeout. Tatum Reichert will be the inbounder. They'll get it into Bensman. Bensman across the timeline. Trying to run a screen over to McKinley Reichert. Reichert, 6 seconds, behind the back, in the lane, out to the freshman Tatum. Can they get a shot off? They won't be able to, and we're going to overtime. And there's a travel, but if they're going to say there's no time left on the clock. 32 minutes has not been enough to settle it, so we're going to go to overtime. 39-39, Jackson Center and Celina. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors here on NK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
When I graduated from Celina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area.
I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
Overtime here at the Habitat of the Cat, and 39-39 is, like I said, 32 minutes. Not enough to decide this one. A game where Jackson Center trailed by 9 heading into the fourth quarter and almost had a chance to win it there at the end, but able to force overtime. So we put 4 minutes on the clock and have these girls go at it a little longer. It's been a good one here on NK Telco Sports as Tatum Riker trying to start overtime off on the right foot. Shot no good. McKinley skies in for the rebound, though. Out to Hayden Bensman, who played fantastic that fourth quarter. Made a couple nice shots and took a couple charges. McKinley, deep 2, and Jackson Center, since the first quarter, has the first lead of the game. You could tell they had all this momentum going into overtime, and McKinley Reichert's got 21 points now. Three-pointer off the mark. D. Lichtenberg grabs the rebound. Reese up ahead. Gives it up over to Lichtenberg. Lichtenberg back out to Reese. Tigers working in the corner. Back up over to Tatum Reichert. Reese gives it back up over to Bensman. Back up over to McKinley. McKinley with that game-high 21. Just gave the Tigers the lead a brief moment ago. Tigers just kind of trying to burn clock here. Presley Reese been playing with 4 fouls. Bensman with it. Gets it up over to Tatum Reichert. She loses the basketball and turns it over. Holstead gives up to Rammel. Rammel to that left side. Rammel turning around, kicks it out, up over to Boucher. Celina led 37-33 at one point, and they've been kind of facing a run here from Jackson Center. So there's a foul. I believe it's against D. Lichtenberg. No, they're going to say that's against Hayden Bensman, her third. As that first shot is good. Second shot no good. Rammel and Reichert battling for the rebound. And the Tigers pull it away. Bensman down low. Her shot too much on it. Reichert the rebound. Tatum kicks it out to McKinley. Hayden Bensman on the wing. Tigers content with running clock. 90 seconds left in overtime. Only one field goal has been made. That's been by McKinley Reichert to the basket. She's got 2 field goals made now. A chance at an old-fashioned three-point play for McKinley Reichert. McKinley's got 23 points today. Great day for her here today, and she has been a player for the ages here at Jackson Center. And she cans it. Spearheaded by McKinley Reichert, the Tigers lead by 4. Boucher with it at the top of the key. It's back to Ramel. She's going to fire 3, but it's blocked by Presley Reese. It's going to fall in the arms of Hayden Bensman. Celina's got to pressure now, down with a minute to go. They've been in the driver's seat most of this ball game. Reese out to Bensman. Yeah, I think Celina's going to start to foul now as Hayden Bensman will go to the line for 2 free throws. And Bensman cans the free throw. She has been money ever since that fourth quarter. Like I said earlier, she had a couple plays where she just couldn't get a shot to fall for her. Bensman, shot's good. 6-point lead for the Jackson Center Tigers on that First National Bank first scoreboard. Hayden Bensman's got 6 now herself. Ramel to the bucket. Off balance shot, no good. I think it went off Presley Reese last, and it did. Left side, Ramel to the basket is fouled by McKinley Reichert. That's going to be Reichert's 3rd. Free throw good. And the second free throw off the mark. There, we got a foul in backcourt on Celina. After Ramel splits the free throws. As Reichert going to go to the line. Reichert pouring in 24 points today. Dips the knees, fires, and it's good. What a comeback here by the Tigers. Not quite done yet. She can't convert on the second free throw, so McKinley now at 25. But Celina has to go with urgency now, and that 3 is buried there at the top of the key there by number 14, Elena Vihorn, who had not scored yet today. And it's a full timeout, and we'd like to again thank our sponsors here who's sponsoring this overtime coverage here on NK Telco Sports. We'd like to thank those sponsors. They are First National Bank, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, and the St. Henry Bank. Thanks to those sponsors for bringing us here to the action tonight on NK Telco Sports. A 47-44 score now as Elena Vihorn hits the 3. 32.4 seconds to go. A chance to really, cut the deficit. There by Vihorn with that 3. But Jackson Center trailing by 11 at one point, trailing by 9 entering the fourth quarter, has been able to force this to overtime and now get a lead here, 47-44 on that First National Bank first scoreboard, 32.4 seconds left. So my name's Brandon Coburn, glad to have you here as McKinley Reichert will inbound. Reichert with the basketball. Tatum will be fouled in backcourt. We're going to see some offense and defensive switches here. Looks like Rammel and Vhorn going to come in as Tatum Reichert has got some critical free throws coming up here. Going to try to stretch this back out to a 2-possession lead for the Tigers. She connects on the first one. Riker again cans both of them. Tatum, the freshman, cool as a cucumber in that situation. Tatum has 10 points now. That's what I have her at. To the basket, shot is good, and one for Holstad. Keeping Celina alive. See a couple people race to the bench. Number 40, Alexa Pearson, and number 22, Miley Wernz. I'm going to assume these girls are in to use their fouls up. We had not seen them all game. But Holstad with a chance to cut this lead to 2. The old-fashioned three-point play. Holstad cans the free throw. We're not done yet. Riker in backcourt. Tatum being chased by a couple of Celina players, and she's fouled there. Tatum with a couple more free throws here with 18.4 seconds. And Tatum cans the first one. Tatum up in double figures with her sister now. And Tatum cans the second one. So Tatum and Riker with 2 big free throws here. 4 for 4 down the stretch. Tigers poke that ball free, and there's a late foul called. That's on Presley Reese. She's done. Oh, foul's on going against Celina, going for the ball there. Presley Reese will go to the line. And that should all but do it here today, as Reese is going to try to close it out here. Reese cannot connect. He steps, knees, fires, and splits the pair from the line. So 7 for the senior Presley Reese today. Here comes Celina down the floor. Got to get something off, fire something up. Shot no good. Rattles around to Lichtenberg, and that'll be it. A 52-47 come from behind win for Jackson Center in overtime versus Celina. A great game here that you caught here live on NK Telco Sports. Before we get to our post-game recap here, again, we would like to thank our sponsors here, because without them, we would not be able to bring you this action here on NK Telco all season for the Jackson Center faithful. As again, we'd like to thank those people here today. They are First National Bank, Hometown Opportunity, the Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, and the St. Henry Bank. So a 52-47 win here for Jackson Center over Celina in overtime. Let's take a look at our final numbers, our box score that we have here for you tonight. First, taking a look for Celina. They were led tonight in scoring by Rachel Rammel. She had 12 points, 3 from Elena Vhorn. They had 9 from Kennedy Holstad. They got 5 from Brindley Corti, 4 from Alex Kimmel, 9 from Brooke Bauscher, and 5 from Lily Schreffler. For the Jackson Center Tigers, they were led by their do-it-all girl, McKinley Riker. I got to add up the total here. I don't know for 24. I think she had 25 because she had a free throw down the stretch or 2. So she had around 25 or 26 points. Nonetheless, McKinley definitely had the game high and did her usual thing here today. Audrey Bird had 2 points. Tatum Reichert had 12 points, including 4 huge free throws to ice the game down the stretch. Presley Reese ended up with 7, and then Hayden Bensman also ended up, I had for 7 as well. Outscoring after quarters, it was 15-4. That Celina was ahead. Celina was ahead 21-14 at half. Celina was ahead 34-25, and obviously 32 minutes here today, not enough to decide it, as it was 39-39. Went to the first overtime, and that overtime was enough to settle it. A 52-47 victory for Jackson Center. Come from behind. Great perseverance by Coach Tiffany Brown's squad. They had a hard. Shelby County athletically lost to Houston Thursday, where they wasn't probably their Christmas game that they played against Houston, and it's pretty impressive to see they didn't have the cleanest first half here today. The shots weren't falling, and really until the fourth quarter, their offense really didn't get going. They only had 25 points going into the fourth quarter, but they scored 14 points in the fourth quarter and 13 in overtime. So that offense really got going just in the nick of time for Coach Tiffany Brown's squad, and a great win for them today here on NK Telco Sports today. So Jackson Center advances back to that 500 mark here on this season, as they will be back in action. Let me take a look when the Tigers will be back in action. They go to 3-3. They will be back in action on the road against Botkins on Thursday, December 19th. You can watch that game live on NK Telco on the Botkins streaming page. So they'll be back in action in Shelby County League play that you can catch here on NK Telco before traveling next Saturday to the Barn to take on the New Knoxville Rangers. The Celina Bulldogs, on the other end, will fall to 2-5 on this season for Coach Brett Bauscher. And they will be back in action. Let me take a look. They'll be back in action on Tuesday. They will be hosting Parkway. So Celina falls to 2-5, but Jackson Center back to that 500 mark here today. A 52-47 win for Jackson Center in overtime. A come-from-behind win. They trail by as much as 11-9 going into the fourth quarter. Well, that'll do it for us here today from Jackson Center High School. My name's Brandon Coverman. Glad you can join us for the final time from the Habitat of the Cat. The Jackson Center Tigers defeat the Celina Bulldogs in overtime, 52-47. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and to have a great night